Hello Year 5 and welcome back to Lesson 2 on our work around the animation Marshmallows. Our Can I today is can I use extended sentences to describe a setting? And for today's lesson you will need a pencil, a ruler, paper and access to the internet. In today's lesson we will need to use our detective skills to look for as many details about the setting as possible. So what is a setting? Well, a setting is an environment or surrounding in which an event or story takes place. So a quick fire challenge for you now. How many different settings can you think of in 30 seconds? So to give you an example, the woods or a forest would be an example of a setting where a story could take place. In 30 seconds, how many different examples can you think of? So I'd like to have your pencil and paper ready, and when I start the time, you'll have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. "15 seconds left. Final 5 seconds. See if you can get a couple more down. And there's your 30 seconds. Hopefully you managed to think of lots of different settings. Here's a couple more that you may have got as well. So perhaps maybe a castle or a palace, or a little old cottage. Well done if you came up with lots of different settings there. Let's take a look at our next slide. So your task today is to record as much information about the setting in the animation Marshmallows. So as you watch the animation, I want you to pay close attention only to the setting and not the characters. What things can you see? Can you explain where they are? Please follow the link below to watch the animation. Alternatively, you can go to Google and type in the word marshmallows, followed by the word literacy shed, and that will take you to the animation as well. Now it's time to pause this video and watch the animation. And once you've done so and jotted down some different things that you spotted in the setting, click play to see more about today's task. So after watching the animation, some of the things you may have spotted within the setting may have included the lake, the trees or woods, the campfire. To extend our sentences to describe these things, we'll be using relative clauses today. So you may be asking, what is a relative clause? A relative clause is a type of clause added into a sentence to give more detail about the nouns. They begin with a relative pronoun, which could include the words who, when, where, which, that, or whose. So let's look at a couple of examples. Here we have a simple sentence. The boy sat by the campfire, something I saw in the video clip. Let's look at an example with a relative clause included. So here we have the same sentence again. The boy sat by the campfire, but this time I've extended the sentence by using a relative clause. The boy sat by the campfire, which was burning brightly. Here is my relative pronoun, the word which, and that has allowed me to add more information to the sentence, which was burning brightly. Let's take a look at another example. The boy was all alone. The boy was all alone. The young boy, who was all alone, was in terrible danger. The young boy, who was all alone, was in terrible danger. Here, the relative clause is in the middle of the sentence. When a relative clause is used in the middle of a sentence, commas should go around the relative clause. So this is how your work should be set out today when describing the setting from the animation Marshmallows. I'd like you to try to write sentences that include relative clauses to describe things you spotted within the clip. So here I have an example to describe the campfire. The campfire, which burned brightly, illuminated the darkness surrounding it. So here my relative clause is in the middle of my sentence, so you can see that I've used commas either side of my relative clause. Something else I spotted in the clip were the trees. The branch twisted like distorted limbs which reached out towards me. Here my relative clause is introduced by the relative pronoun which, and my relative clause comes at the end of the sentence. Because my relative clause is used at the end of my sentence, there is no need to use a comma. I would like you to have a go at describing as many different things about the setting as possible using relative clauses. To stretch and challenge you, what I would like you to do is have a go at using prepositional phrases. So here is another sentence for you. There were thick trees which made good hiding places by the edge of the water. So my relative clause in this sentence is in the middle again, and you can see that I've used commas either side of my relative clause, but I have this extra information at the end of my sentence, by the edge of the water. This is known as a prepositional phrase. This describes the position or direction of where something or someone is. So here I am describing where the trees are. They are by the edge of the water. So if possible, can you include sentences that have relative clauses in them and prepositional phrases? On the next slide, I will have some different examples of prepositions that may be able to help you with this task. Don't forget to take a picture of your work and upload it to Class Dodo under your portfolio, where I can see how you've got on today. Think really carefully about presentation as well, and I look forward to seeing the work and the sentences that you've put together where I can give you some feedback. Thank you again, Year 5. Bye for now. Take care.